Alright folks, we are back with more Portal 2. Let's see. Yes, we're in the old...
Next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
Good times. Alright. This stuff also doesn't need any momentum to get a bounce from. If we just press jump on it, it'll give us a little bit of a bounce. So, kind of fun. What we need to do first, though, is get over here to get the cube. You can see that they really put a lot of effort into making these things. It's just some plywood stapled together. That lets us get even more momentum. Which is, again, flinging for dummies. Though there are some cool things you can do with it, like this. Which you can't do with a normal portal. Well, maybe you could, I don't know. But, pretty fun, though, huh? It's like we're Jackie Chan or in the Matrix or something. And that, where the hell's the exit? Oh, it's right there. No? Am I stupid? Oh, it's right there. Okay. I guess I am a little stupid, huh? Yep. Not a very good dietary supplement, but very good.
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
Yeah. Very reassuring. Haven't entirely nailed down what element it is.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
Yeah. It's not part of the test, that's asbestos. Thanks, Gabe Johnson.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean Counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive. So that's gonna continually pump out blue gel. It goes through portals. Because everything goes through portals. So we can get some right there. And we can bounce up here and get some there and bounce up here and let's see. I think we'll need some right here probably. There we go. Take some there and there as well. Alright. Tally-ho. Oh, alright. Not quite. Oh no, I'm covered in gel. It's alright. Nothing actually happens. Okay. Let's try that. Yeah, there we go. And that'll get us up here. It'll kill our portals, but no big deal. The gel also can go through the grill, emancipation grills, just fine. So there's that. And now we want to head through here.
Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
Very cool. Very cool, Cave Johnson. Thanks. 1958.
Now, if you're part of control group Kepler-7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull.
About the size
Most
of a
likely you forgot
postcard.
it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
Wouldn't that just like cook my brain? Anyway, this is just regular water. It's not gel. I think it looks pretty crap, honestly, because water doesn't look like that. Like let's just be honest, water does not look like that. I feel like they could have done a much better job at making that look much better, because they essentially just used the same fluid model as the gel for the water, and water doesn't behave that way. I feel like in that case they should not have been lazy like that. Whoa. Yeah, that turns off the water. Water will come back on though. As the water washes away the gel. We need the gel there to get up there. So you see the water, it just washes it away. So what we do is we bounce up here. We bounce up here and fucking... I said we bounce up here and push that. There we go. And then we hop up here ourselves.
I'm telling them, keep your pants on. Alright, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
Yeah, remember, if Choo-Choo tries to warn you about this test, don't listen. Yeah, so this is kind of hinting a little bit at about the Borealis, as not only could it teleport around, it could also travel through time, allegedly. So we need to get up there, and in order to do that, we need goop. Since these are small little driblets, kind of have to let it reach a critical mass, if you will. Then we will go up here. Portal there. Portal here. Bounce off of that. Easy peasy. We will need this gel down there as well, so we'll put a portal there to get started. As we will need to coat that. That should be pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. And then bounce off of there like so.
If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalks between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
Hustle could use some work. Alright, so when you coat an object with it, it gets a little crazy. And it will shatter the glass. Downside is it will bounce around willy-nilly. And we will have to catch it. Oh my goodness. Come here. There we go. Now even if we were to just set this down, it would continue to bounce around. So we have to clean it off. Absolutely have to clean it off. That will bring down our lift. We will get some goopage here. We can hop up there. And then we have to coat the cube once again. Why not marry safe science? Box your stuff out the front door. Oh, it never ends. Never ends.
Congratulations. The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there'll always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
She is a gem.
Oh, this was the exit of Old Time Aperture. Yeah, it's blocked off, unfortunately. Also, another thing that really annoyed me was all of this shit is nailed down. You know, in most Source games, all the furniture you can do whatever you want with, but again, not so here. I will once again point my finger angrily at the consoles, because, you know, at the time it was the PS3 and Xbox 360, so they weren't the most powerful machines at the time. So anyway, we're in Pump Station Beta now. This is the next phase. You can kind of see their new logo right there. Next phase of Aperture Science we're going into. Damn, what the? Oh, I got it. Yeah, okay. So we come down here, fly up here, and then like so. See, that's the stuff that I enjoy. But they replaced a lot of it with the gel. Anyway, so you see the alpha station feeds the beta station, which then feeds the other things, so fire them up. And so this is like the 60s, 70s, so you can see some somewhat newer technology here. It's the transition. Also, nice wood flooring, wood paneling, and laminate flooring. 1971 is when they built up this high.
Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us. Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Sir, the testing?
Right. Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a contract I signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60?
Cash.
You can also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you were sleeping on when we found you. So, welcome to Aperture. You're here because we want the best, and you're it. Nope. Couldn't keep a straight face. Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything unless it's test related.
So they've been having a bit of financial difficulties over the last decade, 2 decades or whatever. Have gone a bit bankrupt. Apparently people have been stealing their inventions, and they're pointing the finger at Black Mesa. Who knows if that's true or not. And they can't woo war heroes, astronauts, Olympians, and etc. anymore, so they've resorted to basically kidnapping homeless people off the street. I love this sign. Welcome to Aperture, where the science is theoretical, but your $60 is fact. Now, I guess back in the 70s, $60, that was probably a decent amount of money. Not, like, amazing or anything, but it was probably more, definitely more than $60 nowadays. Yeah, do not litter, do not loiter, do not touch. But you go on here, nothing happens. We have to fire this joint up. So there's old Cave Johnson now. You can see he's aged just a bit. These somewhat more advanced computers and equipment. Remember, alert your supervisor if you see an OSHA inspector, Department of Energy inspector, GAO accountant, undercover police officer, nuclear regulatory commissioner, FEMA coordinator, ordinary police officer, journalist, public works, MSHA mine inspector, ATF, FBI, or U.S. Marshal. Basically, you see any type of law enforcement or government official, you gotta tell your boss so that we can shut this place down. And yeah, $60. Woohoo! Got my money. And they're really laying into it. The little ticket taker, number 426. They have a little thing to call the numbers. Had a whole system here for the homeless people. Anyway, this is just a little amusing side area. Nothing we really need to do in there. What we need to do is go up here. We got to get up there to the control room. You might say, oh, why don't you just drop down right there? Well, this is another kind of side area. You can see they have like the tape reel computers. We can also get some Easter eggs here. This is a door back here, and it will actually open, even though it's covered in stuff. It'll open right up.
If you're allergic to peanuts, you might want to tell somebody now, because this next test may turn your blood into peanut water for a few minutes. On the bright side,
Peanut water.
If they make this happen, they're going to have to invent a new type of Nobel Prize to give us, so hang in there. The average human male is about 60% water. As far as we're concerned, that's a little extravagant. So if you feel a bit dehydrated in this next test, that's normal. We're going to hit you with some jet engines and see if we can't get you down to 20 or 30%.
We'll go in there in a minute.
All right, we're working on a little teleportation experiment. Now, this doesn't work with all skin types, so try to remember which skin is yours, and if it doesn't teleport along with you, we'll do what we can to sew you right back into it.
Yeah. So this gave people, this room here, gave people a lot of hope at the time. Because you got to remember, this came out 2010. I think it was 2010, 2011. I don't know. Somewhere around there. And it'd been 4 years since Episode 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 2 came out, and the ensuing radio silence over Episode 3, Half-Life 3. And people were kind of like, what's going on here? There was only like a year gap between the first 2 episodes. What's going on? Why isn't it getting out? Are they ever going to make it? Do they even care? Yada yada. We want to see the Borealis. We want Half-Life. And so Valve tucked this in. It's a dry dock for a ship, which you might be wondering, why in the hell is there a dry dock for a ship this far underground? Because it's the Borealis, and they threw us a little bone with the life preservers here. So there's more of them down there, but this was where the Borealis was, and they were doing their tests, and then it just vanished with all hands. And so people saw this in 2011, 2010, whenever, and they were like, oh, Valve cares. It's got to be soon. It's got to be right around the corner. And then another 10 years go by with absolutely nothing until they release Half-Life Alyx. So thank you for that, Valve. Very cool. Anyway, that's not why we came up here. We came up here because we want to get there, and we do that by putting a portal there and flying across here. We'll get reunited.
Say, you're good at murder. Could you murder this bird for me? Oh, thanks.
Get GLaDOS back.
Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go.
Yep, sounds like a good deal.
You stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Hold on. Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go.
Too much scheming.
Where are we? How long have I been out? That extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going.
So now that is where it needs to be, we can actually fling across with the extended platform. But yeah, we get to carry around GLaDOS on our portal gun now. And for whatever reason, she is apparently authorized Aperture Science equipment because she doesn't get vaporized. Go figure. You'd think that the emancipation grills down there would not be able to account for some random potato battery, but
Did anything happen while I was out?
The testing area is just up ahead. The quicker you get through, the quicker you'll get your $60.
Hold on.
Carolyn, are the compensation vouchers ready?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson. Boy, did I just... Who is that? What the hell is going on here?
so as you heard GLaDOS repeat what Carolyn just said. You can see there's something funky going on here. GLaDOS has some knowledge of some past knowledge of Aperture Science, but she may not be telling us the whole story. Anyway, this orange stuff is Propulsion Gel instead of Repulsion Gel. It makes us run super fast, as you can see. Whee! Oops. Also gives us a fun little sound effect. So this just raises that up, but we can't use that right now. Let's see. We're gonna want both tracks of this filled up. So I was hoping for a little more. That's okay. Yeah, it does nothing when we jump, but as we run, Makes us go very, very fast. So we'll put a portal here. We're going to need to get some gel over there. So let's see. We'll put that there. And then we'll run across here. Come down here. Put that right there. And then say bon appetit. And there it goes. Then we'll put that there. Nice long wind up and get the cube. Then we go back here. Now we can raise this up, which will allow us to jump up to the other side. Not done yet, though, because of course that's a good way to put a button. Yep. So we'll put that there, and once again, go back over here. We have to use our good friend, the gel. So that'll go up there, and it'll coat the one wall, and we'll be able to. Wait, what am I talking about? We don't need to do that. At least I don't think so. All we should need to do is just speed racer this way. Yeah, there we go. I was just being stupid.
Okay, I guess emotional outbursts require more than 1.6 volts. Now we know that. We just need to relax. We're still going to find out what the hell's going on here, but calmly.
Okay, so now that GLaDOS is done talking, there's a wall we can sneak a portal on back there. Remember, if you see an orange jumpsuit, hit the red button. Hit the button. Come in here. You can see,
In the portrait, they look so familiar.
see a picture of Cave Johnson, and that lady is Carolyn. Another little Easter egg there. Okay. So let's see. We will need to get some orange gel here. That's good. And then we will need to put a little bit of blue gel right at the end. Oops. Wrong lever, Kronk. That's alright. There we go. That'll do us. I'll put a portal. Whoa, wait a minute. No, I don't want a portal there. I don't want a portal there yet. Eventually we will want a portal there. Right now, though, we just want to bounce over here. And, let's see, we'll want to get up there. We'll have a portal there. And then we'll put the, well, we'll need to get out over there, first of all. So, we'll leave this one here. We'll come over here. Orange one goes right there. And this will fly us to victory. Okay, never mind. It won't do that. Didn't line it up quite right. We'll try that again, shall we? This will take us to victory.
Great job, astronaut, war hero, and/or Olympian. With your help, we're gonna change the world. This on? Hey, listen.
Okay, ooh, sorry about that. I don't know if this triggered any audio logs or not, but my headset died. Normally, well, it would normally be like, oh, battery low or whatever. But there was a firmware update for it, and I was like, okay, cool, new firmware. I'll update that. And now it doesn't say anything anymore, so it just kind of took me by surprise. So, yeah, I guess I triggered the audio log, unfortunately. Well, wait a minute. It probably recorded it for you guys. I just probably couldn't hear it. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we're running long on time, so we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you all for watching, as always, and we'll see you in the next one when we come back with some more Portal 2.